While women across the country marched in protest of President Trump's administration, thousands on the other side of the aisle gathered to protest the decision in Roe v. Wade. The so-called March for Life has been held annually since the year after the landmark decision, and advocates for the life and dignity of each human person. This year's march featured various religious leaders, House Speaker Paul Ryan, and President Donald Trump via satellite. Here with more is Talking Points analyst Joey Lino. Joey, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So a lot of the media coverage focused on the Women's March, and this sort of hasn't gained as much prominence. So what is the significance of the March for Life?
Well, the March for Life has been going on for 45 years. It started the year after the decision in Roe v. Wade. Their message is a voice for the voiceless. That's their slogan, and they advocate for human life. They are anti-abortion. It's been going on since the year after, and it's the largest pro-life gathering in the country, and it's just an opportunity for people to come together. It's not exclusively anti-abortion or pro-life. It's also, they talk about end-of-life process, and there's a couple other issues they advocate for.
Now, Joey, a lot of members of this march have said that they feel excluded. They don't feel welcome at the Women's March because of their pro-life stance. Now, when we take a look at the March for Life, what sort of inclusivity do they have there? I mean, are there religious undertones, or is it a welcoming environment?
Well, the March for Life isn't technically a religious event. However, a lot of prominent religious leaders speak there. Churches across the country encourage their members to go. House Speaker Paul Ryan, actually, we have a clip of him that exemplifies this kind of. There are some slight religious undertones. If we can hear what Speaker Ryan had to say?
It actually appears like we don't have that clip. Actually, we do.
We do have that clip.
Churches, you march with your friends, your neighbors.
Well, what he was saying there was that you march with your churches and your friends and your neighbors. It just, there are religious undertones to the march.
Right, and what kind of significance does a Paul Ryan and Donald Trump appearing virtually have for this march?
Well, it definitely makes them feel more like they're being more heard in the political realm. They felt like they've been pushed to the side for 8 years with President Obama in office. There's been a mixed reaction to President Trump's involvement, actually. A lot of people are expected to see a little more done under his presidency for their cause. However, the lack of results has been blamed more on Congress than the president. However, a lot of people are concerned with the many controversies surrounding the president, that they don't want him being the face of the pro-life movement.
Joey, thank you so much for covering it for us.
Thanks for having me.